Good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to have you joining us this evening. My name is Dan Murphy, and I work with our marketing and enrollment team here with the Division of Pre-College and Undergraduate Programs. Um, I want to first acknowledge that I'm getting over being sick, so I apologize ahead of time if I sound a little funky, or if I cough or have to stop and take a glass of water. But I just want to give you that advance warning. But we are excited to have you joining us, especially, 6 days before our application opens. We are thrilled to start thinking about summer 2024 and all the programs that we have to offer, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Tonight's agenda for this session, we're going to provide a general overview of Brown's pre-college programs and kind of go over all of our programs. At the end of the session, we will share the information for our future webinars that will go into each of those programs more in depth if you are interested in any of those specifically. I'll introduce our panelists this evening who will kind of go over our 2024 program offerings, and then we'll conclude with a live Q&A. This session will be recorded and emailed out to you afterwards. It will also be available on our website and on YouTube. So if for whatever reason you don't see that email, you can always find them there. And then closed captioning is available this evening. So if at the bottom of your screen, you should see a little CC button. If you click on that, you can turn on closed captioning. For our Q&A feature, if you see the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen, that's where you can submit your questions. Please feel free to ask any and all questions that you have or that come up throughout the evening. We will try to answer as many as we possibly can at the end of the session. We also have all of the pre-submitted questions. And so we'll try to answer as many as we can, just knowing that we most likely won't answer every single one, but we'll have contact information and all of that for you at the end. And I'd like to just remind everyone that all the information we're going over this evening is available on our website at precollege.brown.edu. This is where you can find the most up-to-date information, FAQs, videos, and more. So if you feel like you missed anything, definitely check out our website. It's a great resource. So before I introduce our panelists, I'll kind of give you like the 10,000-foot level of Brown Pre-College. So each year we welcome more than 6,000 high school students from over 70 countries, including across the United States, who choose to spend part of their summer with us, whether that's here at our Providence, Rhode Island location or at locations around the world or online. These students explore over 300 courses that are intentionally crafted to emulate the undergraduate open curriculum here at Brown, which is one of Brown's hallmarks. And our structure of our pre-college program reflects the freedoms and responsibilities that are critically important parts of the college experience. So as a result, you'll balance the challenge of college-level academics with enriching social activities and educational workshops that are available whether you choose to study on campus or online. Whoop. Regardless of which program you are interested in, the first step in your pre-college experience is completing our application. Our application is designed to mirror the common application used by many colleges and universities. So as such, the pre-college application process will actually help prepare you for that college application process, including adding transcripts and thinking through and crafting an essay based on a unique writing prompt. Our summer 2024 application opens in 6 days, so next Wednesday, January 17th, and the deadline for submitting an application is Friday, May 10th. On our website, you can find the application checklist by clicking on the Apply button at the top of our website. This is where you'll find our essay prompts, our grade requirements, and anything else that you need, to provide us with to complete your application. On that page, we also have a video tutorial on how to complete the application. So if you want to get a little step ahead before the application opens, we have a brief about 5-minute video that kind of walks you through that whole process and what to anticipate and expect. So that is just a general overview of our application process. So next, I'm going to introduce our guest who will go further in detail about our programs for the summer of 2024. So please welcome Adrienne Marcus, who is the Dean for the Division of Pre-College and Undergraduate Programs. Hi, Adrienne.
Hi, Dan. Sorry you're not feeling well.
Thank you. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay, great. Thank you. Well, Happy New Year to everybody. We're really pleased that you're joining us today. Um, so I'm pretty excited to be sharing tonight with you all of the programs that Pre-College is offering at Brown this year and to share why our programs are so special and such a great place for young scholars to spend part of their summer. We are excited to be offering our full suite of pre-college programs for summer 2024, including a few new opportunities for study. As Dan said, last year we welcomed over 6,300 students here in Providence at locations around the world and online, and we're looking forward to more young scholars participating in our exceptional programs this year. So I'm going to share brief overviews of each of our programs. I'll be sharing a lot of information, so please take the time to find more details about each program on our website. We also have videos from former students, including day in the life videos on our YouTube and social media pages that I really encourage you to view. They should give you a real glimpse into what it's like to be a pre-college student, both online and in person. So let's dive into our programs for 2024. With Brown Pre-College, you can choose from 7 different types of programs, each providing a unique and rigorous experience. Summer at Brown, Summer at Brown Online, Brown Environmental Leadership Labs, Brown Experiential Education, the Leadership Institute, the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math program for rising 9th and 10th graders, and the Pre-Baccalaureate program. Each program has its own age and grade requirements and are offered for differing lengths of time. And this information is also available on each of the program pages of our website. Summer at Brown and Summer at Brown Online are our largest programs with more than 200 non-credit courses ranging from science, technology, engineering, and math to the social sciences, humanities, and the arts. Courses will be offered on the Brown campus here in Providence, Rhode Island, and online. You can decide to take courses that are on campus that are 1, 2, or 3 weeks in length, and online courses that are 2 to 6 weeks in length. Learning alongside peers from around the world who are as excited about their learning as you are. Next, we have the Leadership Institute, which is designed for students who are interested in creating social change and making a positive impact in their community. The Institute helps students strengthen their leadership skills while taking a course focused on specific areas of social justice and equity. You can study topics such as racial justice, educational access, and gender equality with students from around the world. In addition, you'll learn and practice a collaborative model of leadership in and out of the classroom as you hone your skills in active listening, public speaking, problem solving, conflict resolution, and teamwork. The Leadership Institute will be offered in both a 4-week online session and 2-week in-person on-campus sessions. So regardless of which approach you take to participating in the Leadership Institute, you'll be guided through the development of a comprehensive action plan that's of your choosing to address a problem and a plan to affect change in your home or school community. So again, an action plan that you create that addresses a problem and a plan to affect change in your home or school community. Next, we have the STEM for Rising 9th and 10th Graders program, which provides students who will be entering 9th and 10th grade in the fall an option to choose one course from a wide range of unique and engaging offerings in the STEM disciplines. The STEM program is 2 weeks in length, in person and on campus. Each course in the program will include challenging academic content with laboratory or field experiments and a research project or design challenge that serves as a focus for academic work. To complete the STEM experience, you'll give a final presentation that showcases your project for your peers, instructors, and family. The pre-baccalaureate program is offered to rising or recently graduated high school seniors who are prepared for the academic rigor of credit-bearing undergraduate courses. Pre-baccalaureate students, we call them pre-baccs, enroll in classes alongside Brown undergraduates in the university's 7-week-long summer session. Courses available to pre-baccs span the liberal arts, including natural sciences and mathematics, the social sciences, the humanities, and the arts. The pre-bacc program is offered exclusively online. So far, we've covered programs that occur online or take place here on our campus at Brown in Providence. The following programs I'm about to review take place in person, but are primarily off campus. First, in our Brown Experiential Education, or B programs, you'll immerse yourself both intellectually and physically in a subject area while studying on locations in Europe. Our B programs are 12 days in length, and we're thrilled to announce that in addition to our regularly scheduled Rome, Italy location, we'll be providing new locations for study in Barcelona, Spain, and Oxford, England. In Rome, you will have the opportunity to practice conversational Italian as you delve into Roman history and culture. In Barcelona, you will engage with the past and present of the city through its buildings and language by exploring its neighborhoods and learning about specific sites that helped make the city what it is today. In Oxford, you will immerse yourself in the study of public policy and learn from world-class researchers while discussing international events with noted experts from around the globe. You'll find these programs to be rigorous academic experiences with program locations carefully selected to enhance course content. This kind of experiential learning links the place you are studying with the content you are learning. The second suite of location-based programs are our Brown Environmental Leadership Lab, or BELL, programs. BELL combines concepts in environmental studies, ecology, and leadership with the mission of developing socially responsible leaders. At BELL, you'll embark on a journey of learning and reflection while building community with the other student environmentalists in your program. We provide BELL in 3 locations: Alaska, the Eastern Sierras, and Rhode Island. Our Rhode Island program will call Brown University's Providence campus its home base this summer. Students will be housed together as a cohort on campus and embark on day and overnight camping trips throughout Rhode Island while utilizing Brown's campus to explore research. Students who head to our Alaska program will explore Alaskan Native history and cultural preservation, as well as Arctic, marine, and terrestrial ecosystems, while staying in Anchorage and at the Peterson Bay Field Station off the coast of Homer. The Eastern Sierras program will take you to Mammoth Lake, California. Your home base will be the Sierra Nevada Aquatic Research Laboratory. In the classroom and during outdoor labs, you'll work to better understand the causes and impacts of climate change and identify examples of environmental resilience. You'll also develop resources and skills for environmental advocacy and environmental justice literacy while learning about socially responsible leadership. We think you'll find the wide variety of Brown pre-college programs exceptional and impactful learning experiences that will suit an incredible range of interests, with multiple ways to engage with other intellectually curious and talented high school students on campus, online, and in other parts of the world. So whether you're participating in programs online or on Brown's campus, you'll have access to a wide variety of activities that enrich your overall experience. By taking advantage of extracurricular activities and events, you'll be able to strengthen your connections to a robust community of peers while developing important personal and social skills such as interpersonal communication, self-confidence, and time management. We're proud that the pre-college programs at Brown mirror the experience you will find on many college campuses, allowing you to explore your interests and connect to your peers in and out of the classroom. On-campus Summer at Brown students have access to a wide variety of activities and events offered each day, and they fall into one of three overarching categories. The first category are educational and developmental workshops. We offer a series of workshops designed to help you prepare for the college application process, including, but not limited to, how to write the college essay, finding the college that's right for you, and navigating the financial aid process. We also offer workshops about leadership development, identity exploration, and opportunities to engage with student organizations connected to some of these important topics and other areas of interest. Second, we have mentor groups. And if you choose to participate in a mentor group, you will build meaningful relationships with a diverse group of peers while discussing various elements of transitioning to college life. The conversations are led by undergraduate students who are well-versed in the various resources available on many college campuses and who have navigated that process recently. So you'll leave with some concrete takeaways for how to make your transition to college as successful as possible for your unique circumstances. Finally, of course, we like to relax and have fun, and we like to provide opportunities for students to do the same. So each day we offer additional opportunities for you to socialize with friends and meet other students with common interests. Examples of past social events on campus include board game tournaments, movie watch parties on the main green, bowling trips, and recreational activities such as ultimate frisbee and yoga. And while I primarily focused on our Summer at Brown experiences, I want to point out that our B and Bell programs, as well as the STEM 910 program and the Leadership Institute, will also have their own fully immersive student life experiences, including activities, site visits, and community development. All of the planning and coordination of these events will be made with considerations of any health and safety protocols in place during the time of your participation in the program. Similarly to students on campus and on location, we want all of our students enrolled in online courses to be active members with the Brown community and make friendships with others in the program. Based on feedback from students, our online participants will have ample opportunity to attend interactive and engaging webinars focused on college readiness, including writing the college essay, SAT and ACT prep, finding a good college fit, and more. Virtual writing support will also be available to these students. We focus on making these events highly interactive and more engaging than a typical lecture-style webinar. So our webinars include group discussion, live Q&A, and a lot of reflective activities to keep you engaged throughout. These activities are available to all students enrolled in Brown Pre-College, not just online students, but we highly encourage our online students to participate in them throughout the summer. So I know that was a lot of information. I really thank you for listening to me share about our programs. We really look forward to engaging with you this summer, and I'll be happy to help answer any questions.
Great. Thank you so much, Adrienne. So we're going to transition to the Q&A portion. We've got a lot of questions already, and Olivia has been answering some of them as well as we've been going along. I also have the list of questions that were pre-submitted, so we'll start with some of those, which I'm also seeing this question asked a lot this evening, which is essentially, where can I go to find how much a program costs? So if you head to our website, at the very top of the website, it says costs and aid. And if you click on that, it'll take you to a page that has all the costs associated with each program and program links. So highly recommend that you check that out. Kind of tied to that, and I'll allow you, Adrienne, to answer this one. A lot of people are wondering, are scholarships or financial aid available? And are there international scholarships available as well?
Sure. So our scholarship programs, which I'll describe, are for domestic students in the US. So we do not offer, unfortunately, aid for international students in 2024. For our domestic students, we have 4 different ways to gain scholarship support to the programs. One is called the Sibley Scholarship. One is for Providence Public School District students. One is through partner organizations, and the last is through Brown Employee Dependents. So let me just describe each very briefly. The Sibley Scholarship is like a traditional financial aid structure. So we base the ability to support students on their need. So there is a kind of mini financial aid application. Once a student's accepted into the program, we then ask them and their families to submit that. We have limited amount of money there. I highly recommend that if anyone would like to submit to receive scholarship money through the Sibley Scholarship, that they apply early and then get their financial aid their scholarship application in as quickly as possible. The next is for students who are currently matriculated in any of the Providence Public School District's schools. So whether it's middle school or high school, if you are a PPSD student and you are accepted into the program, your costs will be fully covered. We have a number of over 50 organizations around the country for which we have relationships. These are often community-based organizations or school districts, and we work directly with them for them to support students who already work with them to come to the program. And finally, if a student has a parent or guardian who is a Brown employee, there is significant scholarship available to them, and they should just talk to their parent about it.
Great, thank you.
Sure.
All of that information, including how to apply for those, is available on our website under costs and aid at the very top. And they'll go into more, each page goes into even more information. So we're seeing a lot of questions, and I can take this one just around general age and grade eligibility. Like, I'm in this grade and I'll be this age by this time. Am I eligible? So it depends on which program you're interested in. So what I would say is find the program that you're interested in for Brown Pre-College, whether that's Summer at Brown, STEM for rising 9th, 10th graders, Bell. And if you go onto each of those program pages on our website, it very clearly lays out what grade you have to be going into and your age by a certain date to be eligible. So let's see what else. Adrienne, we're getting a few questions about when can people start to view the courses available for summer 2024.
Sure, we're super excited. It's always exciting to see what the new courses are. So on January 17th, when the application opens, the courses for summer 2024 will also become available. And you can find them if you go to our website, and there's a header called courses, and you can sort by multiple length of course, what the content is, whether it's online or in person, to find courses that are appropriate and that you'd be excited about taking.
Great, thank you. Adrienne, we get lots and lots and lots of questions about if they come to campus, to Brown, where are students living? Do they live in residence halls? And, how are students grouped in residence halls?
Sure. So, yes, students who are residential, they live on campus, they live in Brown's residence halls. There are lots of different types. They kind of are all over the campus. Students are generally grouped by the length of time that they're on campus. So we want students to arrive together and leave together. So if you're taking a 1-week course, you'll come with a group of people in your residence hall who are also taking 1-week courses that week, and you'll all depart together. If you're taking a 2-week course and you come You will actually be housed with other people who are taking 2-week courses at the same time, as well as students who might be taking 2 one-week courses, because they'll also be on campus for 2 weeks. So the hope is to, we have students coming and going every week, but we want to make sure that within the residence hall, you feel like, you're coming and going with a cohort of students. Generally, students are in singles, doubles, or triples. It's a wide range, and because that's what Brown offers to its undergraduates. And we generally, when students are housed together, they are within 1 year of age of each other. And I know this is often a question, so I'll just answer it. We do not allow students to select their roommates. Yeah. And we do get that question every year and request. And the main reason is because we know, based on our experience, and we've been doing this now for over 40 years, that students who come and are housed together, all best laid plans to have a really robust experience, it's somewhat sidelined because they already know this one person. So we really want students to explore and get to know new people. And the best way to do that is to be roomed with someone who you don't know.
Yeah, great. So kind of jumping off of that, some people are wondering what kind of populations of students are on campus with Brown Pre-College students. So, like, are there Brown University students also there?
Yeah, so we take up a lot of space. There are lots of other high school students on campus, but at the same time, there are also hundreds of Brown undergraduates who are also living on campus. They are taking summer session courses. They're doing research in labs. They may be working on campus, any number of things. There are also lots of graduate students who are also doing their research over the summer, and they're medical students. They're often more in the city and in the hospitals, but you'll also see them as well. So it's, the campus is very much alive and with lots of different people wandering about. Brown does have an open campus. It is integrated into the city of Providence. So you'll also see people walking their dogs across the main green.
Yeah. I used to walk on Brown's campus even before I started working for Brown with my dog.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Adrienne, quite a few questions as well around what are we looking for essentially from an applicant?
Yeah. So I'll start by saying that our goal is to accept students into the program who we know are going to be successful, who are ready for the challenge that we're offering and we think will flourish. So to that end, we're seeking academically high achieving students who can provide a well-written application essay that highlights, your intellectual curiosity, your social maturity, and your self-motivation. All these things are very important for a successful experience here with us. We review applications holistically. So we look at your grades, we look at your essay, we look at other things that you've been doing so that we can kind of get to know all of you as much as possible before making a decision. And those include, academic performance, motivation, interests, and your interests, and also your English language proficiency. So we need students to have a fairly high level of English language proficiency to be successful and safe on campus. We also do have programs and courses for students who are learning English, but aren't learning it as beginners, but are learning it within an academic context. So you can look for language and context courses within the course catalog once it goes live on the 17th.
Great, thank you. Another question around applications. Are recommendations required to apply?
Recommendations are optional, except if you are applying to the pre-baccalaureate program. We love to get recommendation letters. It helps us know more about you. That said, your application, if you indicate on your application that you are going to have somebody submit a recommendation letter, and they are delayed for whatever reason, they have other things going on, they forget, it means that your application isn't yet complete.
Yeah.
So it's really helpful if you know that the person who's going to be submitting a recommendation letter for you is going to do it in a timely way. Absolutely, we'd love to have it. But again, it's optional, and we don't want it to slow down your ability to engage with us.
Yeah, great. Adrienne, are there activities scheduled on weekends too? And are activities mandatory, optional?
Mm-hmm. So for most of our programs on campus, activities are optional. Our goal for students in programs is to really learn how to manage your time. That is a skill that lots of people continue to learn how to do through their adulthood, but it's really important as part of being a successful college student. So we have activities happening morning, afternoon, and evening throughout the week, as well as the weekend. And so students need to pick and choose what activities they're going to participate in while making sure they get to class on time and they do their out-of-class work, which can take 2 to 3 hours per day. On the weekends in particular, because students have more flexibility since they're not in class, we do have off-campus trips. There are requirements for students that have to do with their residence halls. So there are floor meetings. There are 3 a week. Those are mandatory, but you'll be informed about those when you first get to campus. Finally, the STEM for Rising 9th and 10th grade program has what we call fundatory activities. And they are fun, but you have to go. So, so that would be the only exception.
Yeah, yeah. Great. Adrienne, one more question for you, and then I'll answer 2 final questions
Okay.
this evening. Seeing a lot of questions around, if my family is visiting in Newport or something, like, can I go and see them? Can I go off campus with them? So basically, are students able to leave campus if they're here with us?
Yes. Students are able to leave campus. As I said before, the campus is open. So you're in Providence when you're on the Brown campus. So we want students to explore Providence. It's a great city. And Rhode Island, our little state of Rhode Island, as time permits. It should not interrupt students' studies and completion of that. It should not interrupt them getting back for curfew and being in their residence halls. If a student is going to spend a night away from campus with family or for some other reason, or if the student wants to travel out of state, they want to go to Massachusetts, which is very nearby, maybe to visit some colleges over a weekend, they can do that if their parent or guardian submits a form to us to let us know not to expect that student in the dormitories that evening. And that's very important. So we know that they're safe and sound every day.
Yeah, great, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take these 2 final questions just in being cognizant of time. So these are 2 questions I'm seeing asked in quite a few different ways. So the first one is basically, do I apply to a specific program? So like if I'm interested in Bell, am I applying to Bell or am I applying to pre-college as a whole? So when you're applying, so when our application opens, you are applying to Brown Pre-College as a whole. So it's like the umbrella. So you're applying to Brown Pre-College. If you are then admitted, you would then enroll in a course in that program you're interested in. So if you are interested in Bell, Alaska, for example, If a course is still available in Bell, Alaska, you would enroll in that, and then you would officially be in Bell, Alaska. If you're interested in a Summer at Brown online course, you would find that Summer at Brown online course, and then once you've enrolled in that, you are now officially in that Summer at Brown online program. So just remember that when you apply Brown Pre-College as a whole, and then you have to actively enroll in that course to then be in that program. We've had some students sometimes forget that and think that they didn't, and then they miss out on a course. So
Yeah.
don't let that happen to you.
Right. So if you're accepted, it doesn't mean you're enrolled.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And then the last one is, can people register for multiple pre-college programs? So for example, can I enroll in a Bell program and then a Summer at Brown program, or 2 Summer at Brown programs like you had mentioned? And so in general, yes, as long as they do not overlap. There are a few exceptions. So what we recommend is that if there are 2 or more programs you are interested in potentially enrolling in throughout the summer, reach out to us, and one of our program advisors can walk you through like if that is doable or if that's not doable. So that's the safest bet. So in general, yes, some exceptions. So if you're interested to be safe, just reach out to us and we'll gladly kind of walk you through that. So so we've had hundreds of questions asked. We tried to answer as many themes as we possibly could. So if you are interested, so tonight was a general overview. We do have upcoming info sessions essentially every Thursday night now between February 29th at this time. So these are all available on our website. You would register similar to tonight. But if you are interested in any of these specific programs and learning more about that specific program, we highly recommend that you join us and the corresponding program directors and deans that oversee those, associate deans who oversee those specific areas. And then again, I know we didn't answer every question. So if you still have a burning question that we didn't answer, or you go to sleep and you wake up tomorrow and you're like, oh, I have a new question, send us an email or give us a call at the number here, and someone will definitely answer you. You will reach a live person on the phone who will be able to walk you through. So our program advisors are who will answer the phone and email, respond to your emails. They're basically the encyclopedias of Brown Pre-College. They know all the ins and outs. And so they're really the best resource of, hey, I'm thinking of this really specific thing, or I have this really weirdly specific question. They will help you with that. So definitely reach out. And we all, as always, we encourage you to follow us on social media at Brown Pre-College. We share a lot of student perspectives, videos, voices. So if you really want to see what the experience is like here, check out our social media. And we're still growing our TikTok, so keep an eye out on that space. So yeah, thank you again. Thank you, Adrienne, for joining us this evening. And thank you to all of you from all over the world for joining us this evening. We hope you're staying healthy and well in this new year. And again, reach out with any questions that you have.